The essence of Law 16 is that overexposure can lead to a loss of value. If you are constantly present and available, you may become too familiar and thus lose respect and admiration. By deliberately withdrawing from a group or relationship, you can create a sense of scarcity that makes others appreciate and respect you more. The story of Sir Guillaume de Balaun, a troubadour in medieval France, illustrates this principle. Guillaume fell in love with Lady Guillelma at the castle of 𝐒𝐲𝐽𝐻. After his friend Pierre experienced a passionate reconciliation with his love, Guillaume decided to create a similar situation with Guillelma. He feigned anger and abruptly left the castle, hoping that his absence would lead to a dramatic reconciliation. However, the plan backfired. Instead of angering Guillelma, his absence made her love him more, leading her to pursue him, a reversal of traditional roles. Uncomfortable with her forwardness, Guillaume further alienated her, ultimately driving her away. When he realized his mistake, it was too late. Guillelma refused to see him. Only after a long period of separation and numerous attempts to apologize did she finally forgive him, but not before demanding a painful penance. Guillaume's experience highlights that while absence can increase respect and longing, it must be used wisely. Misjudging the dynamics of a relationship or overplaying the strategy can lead to unintended consequences, potentially damaging the connection beyond repair. The key is to strike a balance between presence and absence to maintain and even enhance respect and admiration. Guillaume de Balaun's experience reveals the power of balancing presence and absence in relationships. Initially, one must establish a strong presence to engage emotions. However, once love is solidified, absence can intensify feelings by stimulating the imagination. A lover's absence, without explanation, can heighten desire as the other person assumes fault, making love grow stronger. Conversely, excessive presence suffocates love by leaving no room for imagination, leading to diminished feelings. The scarcity of one's presence often elevates respect and admiration, while constant availability can lead to disdain. In medieval times, this balance was cultivated through trials of love. Observance of the law, the power of strategic withdrawal, Deioces' path to reverence and rule. Deioces, a man known for his fairness, lived during a time of chaos in Media, now northwestern Iran, after the Medes revolted against the Assyrians in the 8th century BC. With no central authority, the land fell into disorder, and villages frequently clashed. Deioces gained a reputation for settling disputes justly, which led people from all over Media to seek his judgment. However, when he decided to retire, the land again descended into chaos, prompting the Medes to plead with him to become their king. Reluctantly, Deioces agreed but imposed strict conditions: a palace with guards, a new capital, and restricted access to himself. His isolation from the people transformed him from a respected judge into a revered, almost godlike figure. Deioces understood the law of absence and presence. By withdrawing from public view, he increased his power and mystique. During his reign of 53 years, he laid the foundation for what would later become the Persian Empire, and his people's respect for him deepened into worship. Deioces' strategy was deliberate. He initially established his power through fairness and accessibility, but recognized that to maintain and amplify his authority, he needed to make himself scarce. By making his presence rare and his persona inaccessible, he avoided familiarity, which could breed contempt, and instead cultivated an aura of reverence and mystery around his rule. This strategy ensured his long-lasting influence and the enduring legacy of his reign. A man said to a dervish, "Why do I not see you more often?" The dervish replied, "Because the words, 'Why have you not been to see me?' are sweeter to my ear than the words, "Why have you come again?" Mullah Jamie quoted in Idris Shah's Caravan of Dreams, 1968. Keys to power. The law of absence and presence emphasizes the importance of balancing visibility with scarcity to maintain power and influence. A strong presence draws attention and admiration, but over time it can lead to familiarity and a decline in value. People may unconsciously lose respect for you if you are always available. To prevent this, strategic withdrawal is crucial. It keeps others intrigued and maintains your aura of importance. In love and seduction, absence heightens desire by allowing the imagination to flourish. When a lover is too present, they become ordinary, losing their allure. 17th century courtesan Ninon de l'Enclos wisely advised creating a pattern of presence and withdrawal, warning that love often dies from overexposure, not lack of attention. This principle also applies to life and leadership. Absence can create a form of death before death, enhancing your return with an air of resurrection and renewed respect. Historical figures like Napoleon understood this law. He avoided overexposure to maintain his mystique. In modern times, novelists like J.D. Salinger and Thomas Pynchon have cultivated cult followings by disappearing from the public eye. In economics, scarcity drives value, as seen in the 17th century tulipomania in Holland or the art market strategies of Joseph Duvain, who made paintings rarer to increase their worth. This law applies to personal skills as well. By making your talents scarce, you instantly boost their value. Powerful individuals like Charles V, who retired at the height of their power, were remembered with admiration. Similarly, actress Greta Garbo's early retirement left her audience longing for more, preserving her legacy. In essence, to sustain power and respect, one must master the art of timely withdrawal, making oneself less accessible to increase the value and impact of one's presence. The sun. It can only be appreciated by its absence. The longer the days of rain, the more the sun is craved. But too many hot days and the sun overwhelms. Learn to keep yourself obscure and make people demand your return. Reversal of the law. This law is effective only after establishing a strong presence. If you withdraw too early, you risk being forgotten. Initially, you must be omnipresent. Create a recognizable image that is seen everywhere. In love and seduction, ensure your lover is constantly reminded of you before you withdraw. Absence works only when your presence has been deeply imprinted. Otherwise, it extinguishes the connection instead of strengthening it. Here are 4 key takeaways from the passage. Value in scarcity. The more you are seen and heard, the more common you become, leading to a decrease in respect and value. By strategically withdrawing, you can create an aura of scarcity, making your presence more appreciated. Timing of withdrawal. Absence is most effective after establishing a strong presence. If you withdraw too early, you risk being forgotten rather than valued. Power of imagination. In love and seduction, absence can heighten desire by allowing the imagination to flourish. The lover constantly thinks of you, enhancing your value in their mind. Cultural and economic impact. The law of scarcity also applies to economics and leadership. By making something rare, whether it's a product or your presence, its value increases. Historical figures like Deioces and Charles V used this principle to solidify their power and legacy.
What about you, though? Have you tried withdrawing yourself from society to see how valuable you are? Share your experience in the comments so others can learn from you too. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our new video posted every week. Catch you in the next video. Brainy fam!